Volunteer in a leading coronavirus vaccine trial has died in Brazil. The drug is being developed by the Anglo-Swedish firm AstraZeneca, along with Oxford University. So far, it hasn't been established whether the volunteer actually received the vaccine or a placebo. Since this news emerged, those shares in the pharma company have fallen. And it's not the first setback for the AstraZeneca vaccine. Back in September, the trials were temporarily put on hold after a volunteer fell sick with a rare spinal disorder. This time, however, the trials will continue without delay.
Following careful assessment of this case in Brazil, there have been no concerns about safety of the clinical trial, and the independent review, in addition to the Brazilian regulator, have recommended that the trial should continue.
We heard from Dr. Mohammed Munir, a virologist at Britain's Lancaster University. He says the key question we need to ask ourselves, was the person who died given the real vaccine?
If we really look onto the front runners vaccine, Oxford University AstraZeneca partnership vaccine is the one that have received the major concerns in terms of pauses, in terms of having safety concerns. And now having any volunteer who died within the phase 3 trial, which is the last stage trial, I think that is really concerning. And I think the real question will come whether that person has been vaccinated or was in the placebo group, because that would be determinative for really seeing if the safety is good enough to continue the trial or not. But looking really onto the trial continuation, because Brazilian government approved to carry on the trial, meaning that probably the person has been in the placebo group. But again, the question is that whether the transparency in providing all that information publicly is maintained or not, because if it isn't, it's really hard to interpret what really is the actual situation on ground.